Have you ever wondered why most beginner artists struggle with portraits? It's not because they can't draw, but because they don't understand the structure. So, in this video, I'll be showing you a simple method used by masters like Andrew Loomis to construct the human head. Hello, I'm Keshav. I'm a portrait artist dealing with portraiture in Andrew Loomis Method, and also I'm a hyperrealistic artist working mostly with graphite. So, if you have ever felt your faces look flat, uneven, or just off, this method will fix that. Also, we are not copying a face, we are building it from the ground up. So, let's start the video. We start with a simple circle. So, to make the circle, we first consider in this image, we can see it's Shirley Setia. So, we visualize that she's not having hair. So, we remove the hair portion from the photo as we imagine, and then we consider the top of the circle. So we see the cranium as a round object. So we start from the top of the circle, and this circle goes on to the and lower part of the upper lip. So it starts from the top of the head, and then it goes to the lower part of the upper lip. And similarly, after measuring the diameter of the circle, we turn it horizontally and we make another line, or we take the middle of the eyebrow as the center for the circle and uh, complete the circle like that. So the hairline will start from the place where we can see the hairline is starting. So accordingly, we mark the hairline. The next step for us is to mark the nose line. So to mark the nose line, what basically we'll do is we will calculate the distance which is between the hairline and the brow line, and after that, after calculating that distance, we'll are again going to calculate the distance. We'll again calculate the distance or try to measure the distance which is between the nose line. So to create the thirds, it is very important to know that all the three thirds are not always equal. They're always very different. So the distance between the brow line and the hairline need not to be accurate or equal to the nose line. So it can be slightly larger, slightly smaller, which is very rare that it is small, but it can be slightly larger. So after measuring both of them, we mark the nose line. As you can see in the video, I have measured both of them, and then I found out that the nose line was little larger. So I made it below the actual portion where I measured, or where I marked the actual, relative nose line. After I've marked the nose line, I did the similar process as I measured the distance between brow line and the nose line. And again, from the photo itself, I calculated that it is not same, not equal, but slightly larger. So in the video, you can see that I calculated the top, the nose distance, nose and the bowline distance, and again again measured the distance between the chin, and I found out it to be a little larger. So I made a marking below that relative distance, or relative marking, and then made it the chin line. After we are done with this process, what we'll be doing is that we'll be marking a central line. So it would be straight line which would be starting from the brow line to the chin, and this is the center of the face. Also, when we draw the circle, so after making the nose line, brow line, and the hairline, we also mark the places where we found the the either part of the uh, outline of the face would be touching the circle. So we have marked that already. And starting from those places, we start drawing the outline of the face. So as you can see, I started with the brow line, and starting from the brow line, I started going to the point where I'd marked very earlier in the video. If you switch to the earlier parts of the video, you can see that I'd marked 4 parts. So starting from the brow line, I start the outline of the circle and touch that specific part. And then, so if you're used to sketching, so you know the eye hand coordination. So I look at the photo, and according, I mean, similarly, I start drawing or moving the pencil so that the distance is the same, or the distance, the amount of things I'm seeing is same as the distance. And with the help of eye hand coordination, I try to draw the outline. So starting from the left part of the outline, left part of the face, I start draw the outline and come towards the chin. Again, similarly, after looking at the reference, I start drawing again and go towards the right hand part of the face and touch that specific point in the circle. And similarly, I start from that point of the circle and go towards the upper part and start completing the outline. So this is the whole method or the process in which we draw the outline, and that is how we complete the Loomis face and the Loomis head structure. So I'll be making vertical lines on the side of the face to mark the neck, and that's how we draw the that is how we draw the Loomis head. So this is all the method or the structure in which we draw the face, and this is a front facing profile. So in my next videos, I'll be coming with other tutorials on the quarter head and the side face. And the reference that I've used here is Shirley Setia. So we'll be also using other different kinds of faces. That is, um, as we know, we live in India, so there are different communities and different types of in the north, we have Kashmiri, and south, we have South people. And we know that the kind of faces that we are going to see from north to south to east to west are very kind of different. So we'll be tried to cover all kind of faces, and I will be making tutorials on that. So that's all for today. Also, I would like to mention that this is my first video, so kindly do give me suggestions on how to improve or what kind of changes I can make. So in this video, I mean, in this channel, I was trying to put the voiceovers in both English and Hindi, but since YouTube has restricted the amount of languages which I could put, so I'm forced to make it in English. But if you want, you can tell me, and I can make some videos on Hindi as well, as per the schedule or as the schedule which I make. And also, I would also like to tell you about my Instagram channel. So the handle of my Instagram channel is Keshav underscore portrait underscore sketching. It's an Instagram, and there are also post tutorials in the form of reels. So please do check out that channel. I will be making more videos soon. Thank you.